Cryptoslo, cryptocurrency news and investing.
Cryptoslo with more crypto gains. What's going on, guys? Thursday. Getting close to the weekend. It's a good day for a drive. It's sunny out. Beautiful. And a little coffee, of course. So, I wanted to talk about briefly the whole situation with TronBet. You know, I had both positive and negative reactions to my slow Nita. And, you know, in all, the whole thing was just for fun. And if you can't get a joke, then, you know, whatever. We got to bring a little humor to the space once in a while to keep things fun. The reality is about that IEO is that people have to realize that I'm sure TronBet had to make concessions on their side in order to make the deal go through. You know, did they get a payday? You know, they said there's $10 million coming in to the platform from Binance. But honestly, that's like a drop in the bucket for them. But, you know, it's a big opportunity for TronBet, regardless. And, you know, I really do hope that it works out for all the ante holders. You know, I had a little ante, you know, about 10,000 TRX worth, nothing major. So, you know, whatever. I'll let it ride. So, and we'll see where it goes from there. But one thing's for sure, people are actively mining dice, and you should be seeing about a 1 to 3.5 to 1 to 4 ratio, meaning if you spend 1,000 TRX in volume on auto at the best odds, you should hope to see about 250 dice. Now, if you're using other strategies and such, you may do better, you know, if you throw in a game of Moon or something like that in between. But, you know, I really love that the dice token is what it is. And actually, I made a mistake in my math. That's why I use spreadsheets normally. The token supply is 1 billion on dice, and it's 1/10 the difficulty. So that basically means the supply of dice is 100 million, exactly the same as the old ante. And that's why I called it Ante Classic, because it's exactly the same supply. They've just reset the entire thing over again. Now, there's a lot of people throwing out comments, you know, what happens when dice is all mined? That's a good question. I really don't know the answer to that. But honestly, any online DApp with the same model is going to have the same situation. But, you know, they got to liquidate the token or this or that or whatever. But, I don't know. So, you know, with that in mind, I still like Ante. You know, for that matter, I think they should have kept the Ante token for Dice, Moon, and Ring. I think that would have been smart from a brand name standpoint, since it was so well known. There's t-shirts, merch, yeah, all that stuff out there. I would have just kept Ante instead of Dice. But, you know, that could have caused confusion, though, obviously. But it's starting over again, so, you know. Now, as far as the divs go, you know, these 10 million, 15, 20 million pots, being realistic, I would say after a month, you know, I would expect a slowdown to the normal 1 million to, you know, 1 to 2 million pot. I'm just being realistic. So we'll see. It seems like the whales mined really hard on the first day, and that was the 50 million pot. And then what the whales do is they sit back and they collect divs, and then they try to ROI, and then they'll start mining again. So I would expect, you know, another couple days, and then the whales might be back in a second wave. And at that point, after they ROI, what the whales do is that maybe they use 50% to compound and continue mining and such. So yeah. So anyways, that's the whole Tron bet thing. So, you know, just keep an eye out for it. Use your head. Do your own research. Like I said, slow and steady is kind of how I'm looking at it. I'm not going crazy on it. So what I have noticed, though, is mining during the day, and sometimes I can do it at zero cost. And then the reco meters late at night seem to increase, and then your TRX gets burned away. So I don't know. Yeah. But that is that. In other news, Bankroll Network, divs, man. I'm telling you, man, the divs. People complain, they say, I don't understand Bankroll Network. Dude, the divs just keep coming in. Like, do you have to have a substantial pot of divs to get big divs? Yeah, decently so. But you can compound your way up to that. I'm just telling you, man. Like, last night, I had another 400 or 500 drop. I was just like, geez. And like I said, I've been using that, focusing on trying to get to that one Bitcoin before Bitcoin takes off. So that is kind of my goal. And in general, you know, if you start focusing on the large caps a little bit, it's slow moving getting your large caps portfolio set up. But, you know, before you know it, you're niching away. Like, I'm literally getting Bitcoin at, like, I still have a mining contract with Genesis. So I have, like, $30 come in every 4 or 5 days in Bitcoin. And that's from my Monero mining in Iceland. And it's tiny, but if you don't spend it, it adds up pretty quick. So, you know, with that, it's not too bad. It's just like your Tron, man. If you're taking these divs and doing something with them, you know, I try to save a little bit, you know, every time I get divs, just so that, you know, you don't just blow it all on new stuff. But I am going to search for some new dApps, something new to play. A little bored at this point, but, you know, I think Tron Bet Live IO or something like that is going to come out here soon, but we'll see what that does. But anyways, hoping bankroll staking starts soon. Yeah, I just want that to start already. I want to make more divs. Yeah, so saving a little stack to power up my levels on that, and then yeah, so it should definitely be very interesting. So I appreciate you watching this morning. Like, subscribe, and as always, this is Cryptoslo. If you're not talking gains, then we're not talking.